Hi, my magical creatures, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is I am going to talk about how to get an apartment. I know like transitioning and everything, you're probably staying with a family member or you're probably staying with someone and they're probably having a hard time dealing with you transitioning and everything like that. And it's time to get your own place. Says I'm going to tell you how to get an apartment, and it's actually pretty easy. And I don't understand why all this time people have made it super hard. They made it sound like it is like the hardest thing on earth to get an apartment. And for years, I thought could never get an apartment. So, if anything, if I can get an apartment, I know you can get an apartment too. So, before we begin this video, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a great way to help y'all grow out. So let's get started. Okay. Um, Please forgive me. My cat, he is purring super loud, and honestly, I don't know, y'all. Y'all just going to have to work with me because he just loves to be around me a lot. I don't know why, but okay. So, let me tell you how I got an apartment, how it all started, and everything like that. Oh my God, he's in the camera. Dancer, you cannot be in the videos. Go, or I'll put you in the bathroom. Oh Lord. Okay. Oh my God. Okay, he's laying down now, so I think he's gonna leave us alone. Okay. So basically, I'm gonna tell you guys how it all happened for me and how I got an apartment, and I got a luxury apartment at that. So it's actually really, really easy getting an apartment. So basically, I was staying with a couple people, and it was cool, but I mean, it was just a lot of drama in there. Um, I don't even know. So I'm gonna say that for like another day. um, yeah, so basically I was driving around and I was looking at apartments, and I kept seeing like like there was signs in front of apartments saying like now leasing, like stuff like that. So basically, I wanted to move into these one apartments. They were super nice, you guys. Like, I mean, extremely nice, like beautiful. It was just totally like I felt in my heart like I needed to be there. But it was just really just they didn't have any rooms available. So any apartment bedrooms available, one bedroom. So basically I looked at this one apartment. It was only for senior citizens. So I'm like, so then I was driving past these one apartment complex, the apartment that I live at now. Basically there was a sign that said now leasing. So I don't know, I just called, I asked like, how much it was a month. It was, it's a lot of money, but I'd rather have my own peace of mind and have my own spot versus, having roommates and stuff like that, because I've done the roommate thing for about I want to say a good couple year and a half, almost 2 years. And you know what? Your girl's just had enough. I want my own place. So here I am. I got it. So I drove past, and then basically, and before I even tell more of this story, I remember at work, my coworker, she needed to get her own place too because she was staying with a family member and she was just tired of it. So, but she was saying like you have to make at least 3 times the rent to get an apartment. I want to say like a really decent, nice apartment. This is gonna be like 3 times the rent, but a kind of like a regular apartment, not necessarily not luxury. It's probably they're gonna ask for at least 2.5 times the rent, because I know some places I looked at they were saying we just look at 2.5 times the rent, and then the other is like 3 times the rent. So so for a long time that really discouraged me because I thought like dang, like I can't afford a 6,000, I can afford $6,000 apartment, stuff like that. But let me tell you guys, for a long time, no one told me this. They look at your gross pay. They don't look at your net pay, like the money that you take home. They look at your gross pay. So like before taxes, before any type of a deduction from the paycheck for taxes or health insurance, take that money out, whatever, as social security, all that stuff. They look at your gross pay. Your gross pay is what you make all together without anything being taken out yet. Your net pay is with everything taken out, like taxes, social security, medical insurance if you have it. Yeah, that's your net pay. That's like what you take home, what you have. So they look at your gross pay. I did not know that. So for the longest time, I'm thinking like, oh, I can't afford that, like da 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 da. But no, like I literally, all it took, you guys, I went in and I asked about it. I was like, yeah, like how are people making that much? Like I only make this amount of money a month, stuff like that. And they were like, oh, well, we look at your gross pay. And then I was like, gross pay. So yeah, honestly, you guys, the hardest lesson I learned in life, do not listen to other people. Like, just listen to what they say, but do your research too. Like, yeah. So I could have been got an apartment a long time ago, but that's what I get for listening to other people. So this is why I'm telling y'all this information now, so y'all don't make the same mistakes that I did. Um, so I was driving past these one apartment complexes, and the apartments I live at now, there was a sign that said now leasing. And honestly, you guys, like it was just annoying. Like my, and I pretty much already talked about this in a live or whatever. But yeah, I had a female roommate. She just was acting all weird. She did not want to talk to me anymore for I don't know what. But then later I found out what it was. She was very insecure and she thought that I wanted her boyfriend, which was so stupid, and it was that's so not true. And then on top of that too, the landlord slash roommate, he was a guy, and he just kept bringing his ex girlfriend around, and then she just kept giving me problems. Like she was just really jealous and intimidated by me, which is so dumb. Like, girl, I do not want him. Like, so it's just honestly, it was just a lot of drama. So, I went into the apartment complex. I made an appointment. I did a tour. They showed me a tour of the place. Absolutely loved it. I was like really satisfied with it. And also it's like my first actual my own place. So after that, they showed me a tour. I really liked it. So they basically told me um, like the rundown, like the rules and the lot, like what they do, the amenities here, stuff like that. And then also too, so so these are some things that you're gonna have to turn into the office to get approved. So I had to turn in, I had to send them a couple paychecks that I had, my last two paychecks that I had. So I had to send those in. So basically after that, they call the place where you get your paychecks, like whatever job you're at, they actually call your they call your job, and they call and make sure that you're actually still employed there. So that way, like, it doesn't seem like you're trying to pull something, and then squatting or whatever. I don't know. So after that, you give them the your last two paychecks, and then they call your job, and then also too, then the last thing, once you pass that, it gets approved. And unfortunately, like depending on like what job you're at too, like they have to call like your HR job, I think it is. And usually HR, so like depending on where you work at, sometimes HR will be on it, and then some other jobs like you have to call HR yourself and be like, hey, like I'm really trying to get into an apartment. Because I know I've had to call, and I was like, this one place that I thought I was gonna live in, but once I saw the inside of it, I was like, no, I'm okay. But for some reason, that took a really long time. I don't understand. But I guess like I don't know, HR didn't get back to them or something. But then when I saw this place, I was like, oh my God, this place is so much better. And I got approved. I think I got approved that day. Like it was so quick and easy, you guys. Like it was super easy. So, yeah, so after that, once you send in your paychecks, they call to make sure you still work there or whatever. The next step too is that you have to get renter home insurance. So that is like $10, $12 a month. So basically, I got that through like my car insurance. They actually have home renters insurance. So that's like $12 a month. So basically what homes renter insurance is like, um, basically like I guess like if anything gets ruined, like let's say like you spilled water, and then let's say water leaked down from the ceiling into the neighbor's stuff, and then it got all ruined, they cover, like depending on what your coverage is and what your plan is that you paid for. They may cover, let's I'm just throwing something out, like you got like the basic plan, it covers up to $50,000 worth of damaged stuff, I guess. So that's kind of like homeowners insurance, basically, in a nutshell. So like you have to have that before you move in. And then also too, I had to make a PG&E account. I don't know if PG&E. So for people that don't know what PG&E is, it's basically if you want electricity in your house or whatever. You basically here in California it's called PG&E, and you have to make an account. Okay, so I had to be a big girl and I had to like make an account. And then I had to basically I got my apartment number, the address, everything like that. And then I went ahead and made an account. And then that was pretty much it. Um so yeah, that was kind of like four things. So like yeah, so like they basically they want to know like if you can make three times this department they want to make sure that you make three times the rent. Um your last two paychecks, they call your job, home's renter insurance, and then you need to make a PG&E account. Okay, so basically, yeah, after that's PG&E account. Yeah, so after that, I want to say like the day of or the next day. It was really quick, you guys. Yeah, it's very professional. It's through email. You can also call the office to make sure, stuff like that. And then I was able to see like a tour of the place. I got to see, I went and saw the tour twice. I went by myself, and then I showed my grandmother like this is where I'm gonna be living at. So she came, we did another tour. She saw it. She was like, "Oh, okay, it's nice." So, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's how you get an apartment. What threw me off is that it was just they say like you have to make 2.5 to 3 times the rent, and I thought they look at your net pay, but it's actually your gross income that you make. So if you feel like you can't qualify or anything, just go in there and just see, so that's pretty much it, you guys. That's kind of how you get an apartment. It's really easy, super straightforward. If you're looking at getting your own place or anything like that, I hope this video helps. So don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe. It's a free way to help your girl out, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical. Mwah.